What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kendra. We back with another video.
All of them around, get it. I'm not. As long as you joking now here for me, I got it. Pop it, skin it, do it. I your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem.
Alright, y'all, we back with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on post notifications so y'all won't miss another video. And make sure y'all tell a friend to subscribe to your girl channel. Alright, y'all. Today we coming with something different. I'm really taking a leap of faith with doing this video because it's something that's been very hard for me to talk about, and I just feel like I've been transparent about everything, and so now I'm ready to talk about this so I can start the process of healing for myself, because I feel like this situation that I went through was a very big part of my anxiety and why do I be feeling the ways I be feeling a lot of times. But y'all, just sit back, relax, and listen to the video, because I want to put this out there because I know there's a lot of people who probably has been through what I've been through or similar situations, and I just wanted to let you all know to please go talk to somebody. It's really not good to, you know, hold things in. Let your family know what's going on with you so you can get the situation handled. Me, on the other hand, when I was the M word, from far as I can remember, it started when I was 6 years old. That's where I can remember from, 6 years old. And it was my mother's husband. She did not know about what was going on because the times it happened, she was not at home. And I can remember it happened over the course of over a few years leading up to right before she died, because right before she died, we was at my grandma's house because it was the summertime. So I want to say between ages of 6 and like 9 is what I can remember, because my mama died like a month after my birthday when I turned 9. So it's like between 6 and 9 years old when it happened. But and like I said, it happened over the course of a few times, and I don't like to talk about it because I know some people can be very judgmental when it comes down to it, and this is just a hard subject for me to talk about, y'all. I'm trying not to get emotional about it, but like I said, I just feel like it's been holding me back. It's been 20-some years, and I still just feel so much pain and stuff from it. But I can remember, and that's why when a lot of people like, why am I so close? Why I love, well, not why I love, but the reason why I feel the way I do about my grandma, because I feel like one of those times my grandma literally saved my life, because it could have went further if it wasn't for her coming over there this particular day. I remember my mama was at dialysis, and we was at home with him, and we was all in there chilling, and he told me to come there and watch a movie with him. And he was like, oh, come lay in the bed and watch this movie. And so, you know, me being young, not thinking about it, you know, I goes in there and I lay down and watch the movie. And then it went from just watching the movie to him touching me. And he pulled out his private. I know this YouTuber, so y'all know I have to kind of be careful what I say on here. But I remember him doing that, and he was touching me, and he was taking my hand, having me to touch him. And then it was like he just like he started grinding across my body. And it went on for a little minute, and then we got a knock at the door. And thank God that knock at the door was my grandmama. And I thank God every day that she came and knocked at that door, because she saved me, y'all. And to this day, that still really hurts me so bad. And there was plenty of other times it happened too. It was the same way. He wanted me to come lay with him, or it's always come sit on his lap. And that's why I'm very skeptical when it comes down to my daughter. Like, it makes me hard for me to trust people, even if they family, because he was supposed to be family and he was supposed to love my mama. But instead of him, just on my mama, he wants to touch me. He wants to have me touching on him. And I think the thing that hurts me the most, besides that, is that my mama passed before I could tell her what was really going on. My mama, we didn't know, that because she wasn't sick or nothing, but she complained about a lot of headaches. My mama had an aneurysm. So, you don't know when to expect them. Some people survive them, some people don't. And my mama had an aneurysm, so her death was so sudden, And it hurts me to know that I didn't tell her before she passed. And I know there's a lot of people out there that's going through the same thing or have went through, and I feel like it's a good thing to go talk to somebody and tell them so they can take action instead of letting that monster walk around free and living life like nothing's never happened. My mama passed when I was 9 years old, and so when I was like 12, I want to say I was 12 or 13, I went and I sat in the bed and I told my grandma what happened. And my grandma was like, why didn't you say that? You could have came and told us. And it hurt her so bad, and she cried. And she was like, when I knocked on that door and came over there, why you just didn't tell me what was going on? And I think I at this time I was 6. I didn't know how to tell them. I was scared because I didn't know what would happen and stuff like that. So I kept it to myself, and I often say I don't remember what made me tell her, but we was watching something on TV because back in the day, they used to love to watch the different talk shows, and a talk show was talking about it, and I went on and I told her what had happened with me. And at this time, what made me think about it to tell her other than the talk show is my neighbor across the street had got hired somebody to come cut their grass. Come find out the person that they hired to come cut their grass was him. They didn't know them or nothing like that. They hired him, and that's when I ran across him again, and he was, hey there, how you doing? Do you want to come go with me? Like, he just was saying a little different and stuff. He was like, you want to come go with me? And I'll never forget, y'all, this one when we used to wear jersey dresses, and I had on a jersey dress and some sandals, some flower sandals. Actually, a lot of people who grew up in that time probably know the early 2000s. We was wearing the jersey dresses, and we was wearing the little thong sandals. They had a big old flower on the top. So I had on that, and I'll never forget, I was walking across the street to my friend's house, and he was at the old lady house cutting her yard across the street. And he came across the street. He was like, hey, do you want to go with me? Come chill with me today. And I was like, no, because all I was thinking about was the times that I was along with him and what happened every time. And I was like, no. He was like, girl, you growing up, you looking built up just like your mama. What grown ass man tell a 12-year-old that? So later on that day, I went, a couple hours later, I went home and I was talking to, that's when me and my grandma watched this show, and that show was about that. And I ended up coming out to her and telling her what happened. And then I also told her that that day he tried to get me to come ride with him. And so we went outside the next day. The next day we went outside, and he was back over there doing some more yard work in the lady yard. And he came up there and he was like, yeah, Anna, I want to take Kendra riding for a little bit. My grandma was like, you're a lie. You ain't finna take her nowhere. She told me what you did to her and So, left it. That I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even go to the police about it. I just felt like it was so many years later, and I felt like they wasn't gonna do nothing about it. But if I would have known then what I know now, I would have went on and did it, because now this person is walking around living his life and possibly done did this to so many people. I ain't gonna say possibly, because they family have a history of doing little nasty stuff like that. I found out years later, once I got grown, I found out years later that they had a family history of that, and I was like, who's to say who else have him or anybody else in his family did that too? And I regret that every day that I didn't say nothing. And I remember when I was like maybe 15, 16, my auntie and them hired him to cut their grass, and my grandma told them about what I had told them what happened. Do y'all know that they tried to throw it to the side to put like I was lying? A lot of people wonder why I don't fool with family, why I don't come around, why I just choose to stay away. Something that physically happened to me, you gonna put it like I'm lying and continue to have this man around your house cutting your grass, and you just like saying F me and how I feel and what trauma I went through as a little girl. Do you know how that makes me feel with somebody that's supposed to be my auntie, that's supposed to be my blood, that's supposed to love me, still went against me and didn't want to believe me? So that's why I stay my distance from everybody. That's why I was like, family blood don't make you family. I have more people out here that's strangers to me that show me more love than family do. So I just choose to stay away. So if anybody see this video, y'all know why. Y'all know why I feel the way I do, and there's other stuff too, but that's part of the biggest reason why I feel the way I do. And then y'all, I thought me getting older that I would not have this. That's how I know this is hindering my life, and I want to tell my story and tell what happened to me, because I didn't get in full details about every little time it happened. But that day there, just one day that just never leaves my mind for nothing. That one is the one thing I think about. But I like to go to the casino, and me and my best friend one day went to the little arcade to play the slot machines. Y'all, it just, something was like, I'm sitting there playing, and it just felt like something was just, like, you know how you could just feel like something is just watching you, like you could just feel it. So I'm playing, I'm like, I just got this aggy feeling, like I just felt like, Kendra, go. That's the feeling I was feeling. So I'm talking around, I'm talking to my best friend, and I just so happened to look up, and guess who's right there? It's him. My anxiety kicked in all over again. So y'all, we decided to say forget it, and we decided to leave, because I wasn't feeling up to gambling no more. So at the time, we wasn't staying by each other no more. This was a little bit before we left to come to Houston, and we was not staying by each other no more. So I took, when we came, I think I went left, she went right. It's such a coincidence that he chose to leave at this around the same time we did. And I was on the phone. I think I talked to Lil Joe cousin. I was on the phone with his cousin. I was telling her what was going on. First I was talking to my best friend. Then I started talking to his cousin, and I was telling them what was going on. And it felt like every which way I was going, he was going too. Until we got to the main on Parkway. Until we got around there by Parkway. And I just went on and ran through the light and went a totally different way. I was willing to take whatever route, you know, whatever ticket or anything I got if I ran the light, because I didn't care. I just know I wanted to get out of sight, out of mind, and I just punched it all the way home. And y'all, I just cried all the way, and I just feel like a little girl all over again. I felt like the times I was scared then, I felt it all over again. But yeah, I just wanted to tell my story because I'm in the process of trying to heal, and I'm trying to get myself into a better mind frame. I'm trying to, push this anxiety. I'm trying to get to the root of everything that's going on with me, and I know it starts at the root of the problem. And that was one of the most traumatic things that happened to me in my life, and I never talk about it, and I've never told that story to nobody besides my grandmama and Bobo. So this is the first time that I'm actually coming out, actually fully talking about it, y'all. But I just wanted to really just start there with talking about what happened to me and me trying to just overcome this whole situation, you guys. That's gonna be the end of this video today. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on your post notifications so you won't miss another video. And make sure y'all tell a friend to subscribe. And also, guys, if it's anybody, like I said, that's out there that's going through this, please go talk to somebody. Please go get you some help. Don't let this monster think it's okay to just live life. Make sure that they get punished for what they did to you. Make sure you can come into grips with yourself and forgive yourself, because it's not alright, y'all. That's gonna be the end of this. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on post notifications so you won't miss another video. I can't remember where I left off of, but like I said, don't be afraid to tell anybody what's going on with you. Make sure you tell somebody. Don't feel like you're alone. I try to make my content authentic, the real me, the real everything that's going on in my life. But y'all, make sure y'all share this out. Make sure y'all tell a friend, and I love y'all, and I thank y'all for being there. Peace.